Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Lessons and Learning and Readings with Larkin. I am Larkin, and I'm here today in my living room with some of my little critters. I hope you guys are all doing well. Let's go ahead and get, whoops, come here. Yeah, little critters here with me today. Lots of little critters today. So let me go ahead and get, oh, there they are. There's the comments. Hi, guys. Welcome. So, welcome to those of you who I usually see on here. And to those of you who are new to my lives, I want to let you know that I take the first 5 minutes and I stall. I don't want to say stall, but I do to let you know how things are going to work on my hour and why, and to help set you up for success today for your readings. Okay. So, for those of you, welcome, Tanhi, welcome. For those of you just popping on asking for readings right away, it will be a few minutes because in order for you to receive your readings the most powerfully that you can and get information, even if you don't get called on personally, there are some things you got to do to set yourself up for that. Okay. So, first and foremost, I invite everyone to bring a drink. I always have three. I have a water, a coffee, and a root beer today to make this a sacred space for yourself. Okay. It's really important that we make this a sacred space and that we shift the energy for yourself, within yourself, in your environment, other than probably the racing energy that you have for the day. Okay. Everybody's always stressed and anxious. And this is to be a sacred hour with spirit. Okay. When I take time aside and I do readings, you are bringing your loved ones with you. You are bringing your spirit teams with you. That means your angels, your spirit guides, your higher self, your loved ones, your teachers in spirit, your animal guides and totems, which, by the way, I have those cards today, and we're going to use the sacred oracle cards. Okay, so it's not just about, and I forgive me for those of you that have heard me say this 1,000 times, but for those of you that are new, it's really important to understand that this is a two-way, well, more than a two-way street. You guys are equally participating in these readings. And I see all the time readers coming on and people getting on all day long. They go from reader to reader to reader, trying to get the answers that they want or they think that they need. And there seems to be like a feeding frenzy. You know, if you've ever seen sharks in a feeding frenzy, everybody's kind of panicked. Let's see. Hi, Marianne. Hi, Mandy, Donna, Carla, Kawizi, Ascending Universal Butterfly. Love it. I'll try to say hi to all of you, okay? But I do take these first few minutes to get us all in the right frame of mind. And it's your job to get in the right mindset. I think that, you know, people do go from reader to reader all the time, trying to quickly get answers so they don't panic or so that they have their stress and anxiety relieved. But I am not about band-aiding things. I am about helping you to discover your own power and your own connection. So, in order to best receive the information that's there for you today, it's really important that you set the ambiance for yourself. One of the ways I do that, I have so many animals around me today. I don't have a candle right here lit, but I'm going to light some incense. I always take the first few minutes to do this with everyone here so that we're on the same page. And I invite you to do this with me to get your heart rate slowed down so that you're not, you know, I know people come and it's like, oh, I hope I'm going to get a reading today. Oh my God, like my whole week depends on it. And you put a lot of undue pressure on yourself to get a reading, to get the answers that you think you want and need. But the truth is that that's not how the most useful answers come to you. And as I tell my Awakening Your Intuition clients, it is not so much the answers that you get that matter. It is the questions that you ask. Are you asking the right questions? And so you may walk away from here today and you may feel like, wow, she didn't call on me. That was useless. I didn't get any answers. But the truth is, my friends, that, you know, spirit knows who is here today. Here's my incense if you guys want to light your own. Spirit knows who is at every reading. I know by just, I could just tell. I mean, Veronica is so called to do this. And she has brought together some of the best readers I have ever met. And I don't trust readers. I don't trust other readers. I am very skeptical. And I can tell you that she is very precise in who she allows to read on these pages. And so I trust them. And I trust that because Spirit knows what each and every one of you needs, they also know how to deliver, even if you don't get called on for a reading today. And they know where and when you're going to best receive that information. And they know how to get messages through to you, even if it's through a reading that I may give to someone else. Okay. So please keep that in mind and be patient as well. If you guys are on, you're like, oh, she hasn't called me yet, I'm leaving. It's probably will behoove you to stick around because you never know what might come through. And if you go back and listen to these later, a lot of times your spirit team is giving you information, even if you're not the one called on. Okay. So let's take just a moment and breathe out all that anxious energy, all the self-limitation and expectation, or maybe the panic and anxiety to get called on. And know that your loved ones and your spirit team are here with you. They are witnessing what's going on, even if your human senses is not tuning into it. Okay. And bear with me, please. I go to wherever spirit guides me because my job is not to serve your ego or my ego that will feel pressure, but my job is to translate between your higher self and your spirit team. So my loyalty here is to spirit, your spirit and soul, my spirit and soul on the other side and of your teams. That is my first priority. Okay. So it's not to please you or to make myself feel good. It's for that. So I'm going to go where spirit guides me. And the slower your heart rate is, the more relaxed you are, the more you are trusting and listening, the more you are open to receiving. Okay. Thank you. As we begin, I'm going to share one last thing. In Spirit, when I began reading for Veronica, Spirit asked me to please make sure that each and every time, and then I'll say hi to you guys, okay? Trying to stay focused on what they're showing me first. To please deliver a lesson and message from Spirit, that it would always be catered to those who were listening at the time or would be listening to a replay and what they needed. And so I have honored their request to do that. Okay. And today, Spirit asked me to remind you, and I get chills as I say this because I too am experiencing this in my own life. Don't take any moment for granted. Each and every time that you incarnate here, each and every moment, each life that you have here in this world is fleeting. It's but the blink of an eye to the other side of Spirit. Okay. Here it might seem like decades, but in reality, it's the blink of an eye. And the older you get, the more you realize how time quickly passes here in this world. Don't take any opportunities or moments for granted. If you have a loved one, they're asking me to share this, that wants to meet up with you or an old friend, don't say, oh, maybe next time or maybe next year, because that may never come. You only have so many opportunities that pop up for you for each and everything. And make sure this is what living fully is about. Spirit is asking me to remind you. This is what living your life is about. Take those fleeting moments and live them Make sure that you are saying yes and leaning in. Make sure that you're not letting those opportunities pass you by, because for many of them, they don't return again. And be grateful for each and every moment, because there's a long waiting list of souls waiting to incarnate in this world. And somehow you're here. And so even if you feel like you're struggling and you're suffering, it's a gift. It's a blessing. Okay. All right. I'm going to say hi as I scroll up to uh, go ahead and choose who we're going to be reading for here based on what Spirit says. Amy, Wendy, Pauline, Nessie, welcome. Carla Ann, welcome. Let's see. Yes, Carla. Yes. You can gain and lose things in a blink of an eye. But let me also say while I'm scrolling up here, hi Lisa, Sharon, Kristen, Pauline. Let's see, Janet, Nia Davis, welcome everyone. Amanda, Wendy. Keep in mind, guys, that we never really lose anything. In this material world, incarnated world, yes, we experience loss. Hello, Dom. But keep in mind, guys, nothing is ever lost. Hi, Donna. We are always, things are always replaced. Those gaps are always filled. So we feel and experience loss often when it's just change and transformation. But there is always a balance of the energy. And when our loved ones go to the other side, we feel that physical loss here in this world. It is never truly a loss. Okay. It is just how we experience it. Okay. Happy Wednesday. Thank you guys. All right. Let's see, I'm going where Spirit's calling me here. All right. Hold on, guys. There's been lots going on here. Nessie, thank you. I love your lovely, I don't know what I call them. They're like illustrations on your comment there. Lisa, thank you for being so real and raw. You're welcome, Lisa. Thank you for appreciating that. We need to do that. We need, you guys are as much a part of this as I am in the spirit team. So it's important. And it's important we learn patience. I see readers feeling pressured to read as fast and please the audience. And we're not here to please the audience. We're here to serve all of our spirits and purposes, right? Let's see here. Okay, so when I ask you guys, when I call on you, let me know that you're still here, because sometimes people pop on and off, and I want to make sure that I'm reading for people that are here now as well. I'm also going to be starring a couple of these that Spirit, that's my horse, Spirit are asking me to do. All right, let's see. All right, we're going to do this. Carla, are you still there, please? Carla, let me know if you're still there. Let me go down to the bottom and see if you're there still. Very interesting, guys. So dreams are very important, and I'm going to comment on this one, waiting to see if Carla is still there. Let's see. I see you, Linda. I see you guys. I'm just following where Spirit goes, but I am starring a few of these to make sure I get back to you. Okay. Carla says, I had a crazy dream last night, screaming my name to a man who was scared. I wonder if it was the person who took my child who couldn't go back to sleep. Okay, let's see. Are you still there? Hi, Mandy. I'm going to see if Carla is still there. Charlene, she's here. Okay. Okay, good. All right, let's see here. It was the person who took my child. So, interesting. All right. So, Carla, so I'm turning into you. So, are you saying that your child was kidnapped? Is that what you're saying, Carla? Yes, you're there. Okay. Okay. So let me check in on that and let me see here. So dreams are interesting, guys. As I'm scanning you, the dream. I do a lot of different things and I combine them all. So I like to walk you guys through what I'm doing so you can see what I'm doing and what I'm looking at. Um, so I'm doing all my clairs at one time and I'm looking into the dream and what part of this is your subconscious filing, what part of this are messages for you, and what part are you picking up on from other people as well. Keep in mind, a lot of times when you get communications in dreams from others, like living people, um, let's see, then uh, they are oftentimes the person's subconscious or the response of their soul, not necessarily the person themselves. And remember, I'm also a mindset coach, so I want to share with you when I'm checking in on this, Carla. I'm also looking at the conscious and subconscious mind of you both, because sometimes the person's conscious mind may say something different than their subconscious mind. So your subconscious mind is the 95% of your mind you're not aware of. So it may be that his subconscious mind is in agony, even though his conscious mind might not be. So I'm looking into that as well. There's a lot going on there. You also have a lot that goes on in the astral plane when you dream as well, Carla. Let's see. Murder by her kid's father. Oh my. Okay. Um, let's see here. Wow, there's a lot of trauma, drama, and agonies here. I'm sorry. Um, you never remember your dreams, Linda. Okay, so um, So I'm asking this because I want to make sure what I'm getting matches up with what you're telling me. This happens if people are sharing things as well during a reading. So you're saying that your child's father murdered your child. Is that what you're saying? Um, because here's what I'm getting. You're having dreams, but you're also having visitations and you're also having interactions in the astral plane, Carla. Okay? So you're having all of these going on right now, and this is significant because I think what I would tell my awakening your intuition clients is that it's very important that you learn to distinguish the difference. Okay, you need to know the difference between them. Hey, Maria Scorpio. So a dream is actually your brain working, and you can have visitations in your dream. That's actually happening within you and within your mind. Um, and that seems to be what you were experiencing with this. So I do think you're accurate here. This was a dream. You are picking up. You're actually very intuitively connected. So let's see. No, my daughter's kid's father killed her. No, my daughter's kid's father killed her. Okay. Uh, oh my, your daughter's kid's father. Okay. Ooh. Okay. So, got it. So, okay, I just wanted to make sure because sometimes when we're picking up on stuff and then you guys are sharing and we're confirming, we need to clarify what you're confirming because otherwise we'll go looking for what we think we misunderstood. Okay, so that helps. But here's what's happening. So let's decipher these out, okay? So in the astral plane, you do have visitations with your daughter. You visit with her almost every night. That is actual real interaction, Carla. Okay, so I'm starting with that because they're asking me to start with that. That is where your actual consciousness, your eternal being, is spending time and hanging out with her eternal being. Okay, you guys are interacting. And you may or may not remember that when you wake up. It may come in the way of you're feeling more upset, sad, traumatized in the morning or when you wake up, or it may come in the fact that you feel more comfort or peace when you wake up. You'll feel it more. Sometimes you'll feel it by memory. Some people do. Some people just feel it by either what they know. new questions they have. They feel like they've just been with that person, or they feel either better or worse emotionally, okay, because of the interaction. So you are having those. You're also having the dream. So as you're saying you had a crazy dream last night, I would say, yes, you are accurate. That actually was a dream. And yes, I do see that is the subconscious. This is already a mentally tormented individual, and you were picking up on that energy and that mental state of him coming through. You are sometimes in your position, Carla, you're too close in to be such a clear receiver. But this is very, very accurate. You said, let's see, you are so true. I cry and be more angry. Why? Yes. Well, yes. Your readings are so accurate. Well, thank you, Maria. So thank you to Spirit for coming through with all of this. So, but I want you to be able to tell the difference. And then what I'm being shown is, sorry for jumping around, but I channel as well. So I'm sharing what's coming through, what I'm channeling, and then I'm also taking the mindset and neuroscience part, and I'm giving you instruction, okay? Because Spirit has instructions for you as well. My readings usually come with instruction. So you want to be able to decipher, yes, it is a dream. Yes, you are picking up on this. You're picking up on all of this all the time, actually. You have a lot of really powerful intuitive gifts. That you carry with you, Carla, from lifetime to lifetime, and you're actually exceedingly accurate. What you should be doing is journaling some of this, logging the dates, and starting to log and decipher when you're remembering astral travel versus these types of dreams and what they're telling you. And the reason they're telling me to do this is because you're going to start seeing a pattern that's going to be part of your it's going to be part of your healing. And it's also going to be part of you coming to peace and understanding of the bigger picture of this. It's also going to be part of everyone healing. So keep in mind that though, of course, you're angry, and that's good because anger is a step up from depression. Okay. So don't be upset. If you're angry, that's actually a good sign. When we're depressed, that means all of that anger is suppressed and it's going into our body and into our mind. So it's healthier to be angry, but you got to make sure you're having the physical outlet for it. That means you're taking action on it. And you're also journaling it, getting it out. Because when you journal, this is one of the things I use with my clients constantly is journaling. Because what you're doing is you're getting the energy off of your mind so you can think more clearly and you can pick up on intuition and guidance. Okay. If you have too much garbage, that means emotion cluttering your mind. That is what feeds your ego. And so the journaling helps you see your mind on paper. It helps you to have an objective perspective, and it helps you to calm the egoic thinking, right? Because as Eckhart Tolle says, ego is synonymous with thought, which is synonymous with um, ego. Ego and thought are synonymous, and that's also synonymous with um the like, when you're verbalizing it, for example, when you're saying things, that's the extension of your thoughts. Okay, and we have to be careful because thought's the first form of manifestation. So what you don't want is you want to be witnessing here. In witnessing, Carla, you're healing. So right now, for some reason, you're attuned to his anguish. And what's a lot of the anguish you're getting is not just due to what he did, but it's what caused him to do what he did. Okay. This is the soul in torment. And so you're witnessing that. Keep in mind those on the other side. Um, you're welcome. Bye-bye, guys. If you can't stay, that's okay. Just do the best you can. Your reading will come at the right time. Okay. Super Dougie. Bye. um, so what's really important is that you keep this stuff clear, and you don't want it to just keep cycling around. You want to be doing something with it because you don't want this energy you're picking up on, Carla, to come and stick with you. And this is true for all of you guys. Like if I'm not doing your reading right now, keep in mind that's okay, because Spirit knows who's here. So I'm speaking to Carla but listen for yourself, because the wisdom that's coming through and the way they're telling me to share it is for you guys as well. Okay, this is for you guys too. This is not just for Carla. The guidance that comes through, you guys can apply. Okay. Let's see. You just put a band-aid on and don't feel. My daughter was floating in water and told me to get in for peace. Yes. Yes. Good. Wow. Powerful stuff, Carla. I see this about you anyway. So do it, because what spirit wants me to remind you is that those on the other side, so like your daughter is at peace. He's not. Okay? So she's not suffering. He is. Okay? And so you're obviously in a position where you're able to receive and witness that. Not everybody in your position is. A lot of people are too close to do that. Okay. So that's thanks to your intuitive powers, and that's great. Hi, Charlene. Hi, Kristen. So, she's trying to show you that she is at peace. And when you also return to the other side, Carla, every question you have will be answered. You will be able to see it as a whole. Like your daughter has that understanding now. When we are on the other side, we not only have our life review, but in that life review, we feel and experience what everyone we ever interacted with was experiencing. Okay. So, just keep that in mind. And one of the things that always helps me, and I have found helps clients, this is true for all of you, is to tell yourself and remind yourself that things are not as they seem, and that everything, what you don't understand now with your limited perception, that gets fixed. You get that understanding and those answers when you're back on the other side. Okay, you understand? So here's Spirit asked me to be brief on these free online readings. So um, this I this is worthy of sharing and taking this time, because you need the instruction, and this is going to serve most of the people on here who are listening and paying attention. Okay. So again, we have the astral plane you're having. We have the dream that you're having. That is a dream. You are picking up on that. He is not trying to visit you intentionally, Carla. You are just picking up on him and his energy in your dream. Okay. So that is really important. You need to be journaling. You need to be trusting your intuition. You need to be walking and practicing not thinking. That's a form of meditation. So, find quiet time as much as you can, and definitely journal, because as you get that emotion off, you're going to get more clarity. The healing, obviously it does take time. You're never fully going to be like, okay, I'm okay with this. But you are going to be able to convert the anger and the energy that you have into power. And your daughter's trying to help you do that by speaking to you about peace. Okay. I think that's very important. I want to let you all know, if you need to get back in touch with me, down here is my psychic medium page. I have recently started caring for both of my parents, and they are across town, and I have 4 horses almost an hour away. So the past few months have been very challenging for me. I've cut down. I only have one coaching group at the moment. I'll be picking things back up in February. But if you'd like to follow my psychic medium page, or interested in joining my coaching program, or getting a reading, or doing the Awakening Your Intuition program, you can find all that there. I'm going to be having a Meet Your Spirit Guides event again in February. I have not posted the sign up for that yet, but like I said, these are short, brief readings on here. So if you need to be more in touch that way, that is how to reach me, is by going to my psychic medium page. And then I'll be on here twice a week, starting in February, Wednesdays, and I'm going to pick another day. I'm in the US, so it'll be later for those of you in the UK. Okay. All right. So Carla, you're welcome so much. Please come back and keep me posted. I'm here on Wednesdays, 4 p.m. US time, 9 p.m. British Standard Time or whatever you call it, EDT. Um, and so, but keep me posted, but do that, because if you do that, then Spirit can give you more instruction and you can evolve further with what they want you to do. Okay. You're welcome, Carla. All of my love and blessings. Okay. All right. Let's see who is on here, guys. I'm scrolling up. When I come back on, I also do lives, guys, on my Psychic Medium page. I'm going to be starting that back up. And I'm usually on for more than an hour. An hour just seems like such a short amount of time, but I get in as much as I can. Okay. Let's see here. Hold on. I gotta, hold on, guys. I'm scrolling back up to a couple that I starred that Spirit wanted me to. I'm going to ask and see if you guys are there. Let's see. Hold on, guys. Kweezy, I see you there. Let's see. Hold on, guys. There's somebody I'm scrolling up to this first one I starred that Spirit wanted me to get to, and I hope they're still here. I don't remember their name here. It's way up there. Okay. Sorry, guys. There's so many comments. I'm having to, it's not scrolling well. Okay. All right. Well, that one's gone. So let me go back to here. Hi, Wendy. Welcome. Okay. I started about 6 people. Okay. Got Carla. Sorry, guys. This is like freezing up on me today. I don't know why. Just bear with me, guys. There we go. Okay, and there's Carla's, and it was right above that. There's so many comments on here that it's like catching. Okay. All right, well, that's not working. So let's see here. I got to see who's still on here. Amy Jones cover, are you still on here? Let me know, please, if you're still on here. I'm looking for the mediumship ones that Spirit wanted me to get to. I see you too, Davy Jones. Let's see here. Carol Cahill, hello. Charlene, hello. Okay. Carol Cahill, are you still there, please? Carol, are you still there? Let me see if you're still here. I see you, Davy. I'm going to try to get to you too. Yes, I see you. I see you, Maria. You know, there's lots of people that want. I wish I had more than an hour on here, but because of my time today, when I do the later ones on here, guys, I'll be able to stay on later because there's nobody scheduled after me. Oh. All right. So let's see. Carol. Okay, you're here. Good. Excellent. Okay. All right, Carol. So let's see what's going on here. Shh. I'm doing readings. Quiet. Okay, my little guard dog here. Eskimo Spitz. All right. Oh, Carol. Okay, so you have got I don't know why there's a person at my house. Okay, well. All right. There's a stranger that just pulled in, and I don't know. They're delivering my groceries. Whoops. Okay. So you have 2 spirit guides that are very intensely looking after you right now. And they can see that you're troubled, Carol. And one of the things they're trying to get you to do is they're trying really hard to get you to they're trying to get through to you, but you're not getting the clarity that they want to offer you because your mind is going too much. Does this make sense? Um, so they need you to slow your mind down and to get more centered. Um, every obstacle is a challenge. Ah, please don't tell me she's going to knock on the door. Guys, I'm so sorry if she's going to knock on the door. Um, oh, shoot. Um, oh, well, that's the way it goes. Um, I didn't know they were going to drop my groceries off in the middle of this. They're trying all sorts of different things, and obstacles are opportunities. So you're seeing this as a problem. And actually, your spirit guides are giving you guidance. They are constantly guiding you. So it's not like when you're asking and you're praying for things, it is actually your mind overthinking and being too busy that is sort of blocked. Hold on a minute. I'm sorry. Stop. Come on. Let's go. Woo! You're fine. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Guys, I'm so sorry. This is so embarrassing. Okay, I'm back. Are you all still there? All right. Sorry. She wanted to know what door to put my groceries. I'm like, just put them down. I'm alive. Um, so come here. Are you going upstairs? Because I'm in the middle of a very important reading. You need to stop. Stop. Okay. So what you need to do is you need to be able to still yourself. So I don't know how you typically do that, but you just need to get the energy out. So again, I would go to journaling, vent out the emotion first. And they're trying to show you that you're overthinking, which all humans do. So it's not just you, Carol, that does that. This must be C Day, Carla and Carol. You need to be able to let them come through. So if you are interested in February, I'm going to have another Meet Your Spirit Guides event. I'll have that posted to register on my psychic medium page, but I only take like 20 people for each event. But that will help you learn to let them help you because they are trying. The things you're dealing with aren't actually problems. They appear to be problems in your life, but they're actually there to help teach you. And this is interesting. They're telling me for each person, it can be different specifics, but for you in particular, Carol, it's about teaching you to make good and powerful choices. My business is called My Powerful Choices, my mindset coaching. So I agree with that wholeheartedly because the path to hell is paved with indecision. And learning to trust ourselves comes about the decisions we make and how we follow through with those actions. So it appears to be a problem for you right now, but it's actually an opportunity for you to trust yourself more and grow more powerful and confident and strong. Okay, does this make sense? So your spirit guides are trying to get through that with you. Now, this being said, I'm going to share a different aspect of this problem. Okay. And that is you need to be careful, your spirit guides are telling me, as to who you share what with. Good. I'm glad you understand who you share what with and explaining yourself and who you are allowing to speak in your ear. Okay. This is very important. This is where a lot of the confidence comes. You need to be, no matter what other people are saying, you need to be trusting yourself. Okay. And you don't have to answer. They're telling me this very loud and clear. You do not need to be answering people's questions. Hi, Amy. I see you. You do not need to be answering to people. You do not need to be explaining your decisions. And you do not need to be walking through the details of the problems and explaining aspects of that with people. Okay. Um, because this is an exercise in building your confidence in your power. And how do we make power? Power comes through choices. So when we have a problem or a dilemma and we are indecisive and we are uncertain and we doubt ourselves, it's a form of giving away our power. When we trust ourselves and we don't let other people put us in a place where we are, and I'm not saying don't question yourself, that's always important. But if you've got other people thinking they know things and trying to tell you how to do it their way, you are going to be sidetracked and you're going to be making choices that were in alignment for their life, not yours. What they would do in your position, not you. And I get such big chills as I'm saying this right now. And that's your spirit guides. They actually each put a hand on my shoulder. They normally don't do that. I normally just get the chills, but I got both with yours. Your spirit guides are very cool. Very cool. I get huge chills when spirit guides are cheering through the words coming through in the clarity that they want. Okay, this is what they've been trying to tell you. So, in other words, I'm not saying isolate yourself, but learn to be more private and trust yourself. Learn to build a stronger relationship with your spirit team because your spirit guides in you can make a better decision than all the people who think they know how to solve your problem. And your problem doesn't need solving. Your problem needs awareness. You got chills too? Yes. Awesome. I love that. Okay. So just keep that in mind. This is the guidance. This is the type of guidance that spirit guides can give us. So again, if you guys you want to join my Meet Your Spirit Guides, it's absolutely free event in February. I'll be posting a way to sign up for that this week. Okay, for February. But I want people to learn how to do that on their own. This is really vitally important. And then when you get on the other side of this, Carol, and you will, I said probably within about the next 3 months, you will, if you do what they just asked me to tell you to do. Um, what you're going to see is that, oh, you're like, it wasn't that big of a deal. Like now I can tackle a problem that's bigger, right? Because obstacles are opportunities. This is an opportunity for you to claim more of your power. And as you're taking what they guided you and you're not listening to other people and you're not letting them question and doubt yourself and you're not giving away your power by giving them too much information and you're trusting yourself, what's going to happen is you're reclaiming your power. You're bringing your energy back into your center. And when you do that, you're going to have more clarity in communicating with your spirit guides. Okay. Because they're here to be very down to earth and help you to do that. Okay. All right. Yes. Excellent. All right. Perfect. Please keep me posted. I'm here on Wednesdays, or you can find me on my Psychic Medium page when I start doing lives there again. Keep me posted on how you do. Okay. Yes. You need to shut your mouth. That's right. And, I had to learn that too. I was very comfortable being open and vulnerable and sharing with people. And one of the things I had to learn was that whereas, yes, I was powerful enough to do it, I was brave enough to do it, but I was giving my energy away often to people that this is for all of you. Listen very closely to this. Often to people that I trusted and I believed they had my best interest in mind. They might have been my best friends and colleagues, but they didn't truly have my best interest in mind. There was a sense of jealousy or a sense of wanting me to fail so they felt better, or there's all sorts of things that come up with that are not doesn't make them bad people. It's just them being human, right? So don't put them or yourself in that position. All right. You resonate with that, Nia? Yeah. I think a lot of us do. All right. So keep me posted, Carol. You can do this. You got this. And your spirit guides are amazing. They're right there with you. Okay. Awesome. All right. Let's see here. I have a kitten is now eating the birds off my Christmas tree, which I've left up because it's so beautiful. Okay. So let's see. I want to go up here to. Hold on. I know where I'm headed here. Let's see. So LSCGs, let me know if you're there. If not, come back next time because I want to get to your spirit guides. And hold on here. I'm also trying to get to. Oh, you are there. Excellent. Okay. Yours is going to be short and sweet. Because I have a couple mediumship ones I want to get to. So you are let me see, wait a minute. I want to shine on this here. You wanted to talk to your spirit guides. And hi Linda Owen. You need to not try so hard. Okay? Communicating with your spirit team, that means your loved ones passed on, your angels, your spiritual teachers on the other side, your spirit guides, is the most natural thing ever. It's so easy that it's hard. It's as easy as breathing. Okay. And this is why we humans find it difficult. So, number one, I would recommend you do the free Meet Your Spirit Guides event in February. Like I said, I'll post that this week to register. I only take 20 people for that. To learn to identify them and to learn how to connect and communicate with them better. It's very personalized. The other thing is I would go to the top of my Larkin Psychic Medium page. One of the pinned posts, I'm wearing a blue and pink plaid button-down shirt. It was done 3 years ago, I believe, and I had a whole live on spirit guides and how to tell the difference between spirit guides and angels. And it's an introduction that I ask everyone to listen to before doing the Meet Your Spirit Guides event. This is going to help you, LSTGs, very, very much because you need to have this basic understanding about spirit guides first. And you need to understand how important it is. The more you want it, sometimes the harder it is to connect with them. But it's always, the block is always on our end. They are always right there. Okay. So you wanted a message from them. Their messages, they really want to connect with you and they know that you're wanting to connect personally. And they brought you to me today so that you could start to clear that pathway. And the way you need to start clearing that pathway is by finding ways to not try so much and to trust in them. Okay. And to trust into your abilities. So in other words, ask questions, put things out there. Don't put time limits or expectations on it. Completely let it go and allow yourself to be surprised. Allow them to show up where you least expect it. Allow yourself to just trust that they will be there when you need them, and start testing out with little things, little questions, things like that. Okay. That's very important. You guys can do the Meet Your Spirit Guides event. You just have to, go ahead and like and follow my, the Larkin Psychic Medium Spiritual Interpreter page. I think I have the wrong one up there actually on the banner. And if you follow that, let me find it and pin it for you here. If you guys follow that, I will have pinned to the top of the page. I will have, here we go. I think this is it. Nope, that's not it. I have the wrong banner up there. But I will get the banner up there, guys. And if you follow that, then it's Larkin Psychic Medium Spiritual Interpreter. Then you'll be able to follow me. Okay. I'll look for that while I move on to this here. Let's see. Also, guys, I want to remind those of you, because there's quite a few of you today that wanted mediumship readings, that I'm not going to have time to. Oh, here it is. It is up there. It's working right now. That is the right one. Those of you that aren't going to get a reading, I'm going to be doing live readings on that page again once a week, as well as my Furball Friday Animal Interpreter page. I'll be doing on here, and then this twice a week. So you'll have other chances to connect with me. Okay. All right. So let's see here. LSCGs, let me know how it goes. You guys will also see I have a post on my Psychic Medium page where I talk about getting a free discovery call. That's for people who may be interested in getting further help, like coaching or joining my Awakening Your Intuition program, where you guys learn to do readings and magic and speak to your spirit guides and your angels and animal communication, all that stuff on your own. Okay. Hi, Wendy. Welcome. All right. So let's see. I had quite a few people I wanted to do mediumship readings for before, and I only have like 10 minutes. Let's see. Davy Jones, I do see you. I'm trying to get to you. Okay. I'm going to the ones I have starred here. Non McBride, are you still here? I was drawn to you next. Let's see here. Non, are you here? Let's see here. All right. I'm trying to get to you, Davy. Non, let me know if you're here. I just want to make sure people are here before I start reading for them. You are excellent. Okay, good. So I like to keep you guys like included in what's going on. I obviously can't put you in my head or show you what I'm seeing, but I try my best. When I say spirits asking me and guiding me with who to read, they come together, and spirit typically will step back and push other people or loved ones forward. Not just because maybe they need them most, but also just because they sorry guys, if I pause, I'm starring things here, but also because the timing is just right. Okay. So for each of you, and a lot of times it has to do with where you are, your frame of mind, or your timing with what's going on with you right now, or an order in which something has happened. It's not anybody's fault one way or another, but spirit knows the best timing for everyone. Okay. So I am picking based on trusting spirit. Okay. That's the only way I'm picking. Okay. So your daughter passed in 2020 in her sleep. Hope to hear from her. Okay. So, okay. So, Non, is she the one that had, did she have heart issues? Because I'm seeing heart and brain issues going on. Is one of those you and one of those her? I immediately went to heart into brain. Yes. Okay. All right. Got it. Yes. Oh my God. Okay. Yes. Spirit's amazing. I'm telling you, I got chills there. Wow. So she's so proud of you, Non. So proud. She says you've been living with grace this entire time. As hard as this has been for you, as much as you've struggled, as much as you miss her, as all the mixed emotions and that you're having, she says you are just the epitome. And she says, my mom has been a beautiful example of gratitude and grace her whole life. She says that you were. And so she wants to tell you that she's seeing that and she's watching that. You said, I did too. I always ask to connect with her and never get picked. Well, then it's just that the timing was perfect. So if a reader isn't guided to you one particular time, it might be because the timing and the reader has to be just right for you. Right? I've always been able to connect, but maybe a person is maybe, even though I'm connecting with spirit, maybe someone on here would receive a message more clearly from someone else than they would from me. Maybe my interpretation and way of sharing doesn't have an impact on them the way that someone else doing the reading would. Okay. So there's all sorts of reasons why you guys aren't sometimes picked. Okay. Um, let's see. Oh. Well, so yes, you are doing your best. And she is saying your best is above and beyond anything that could have ever been expected. She's saying that the depth and passion and love and loyalty with which you care for him contains her love as well. It contains all of the love and conscientiousness she says that she would bestow upon him as well. She says, I am definitely your daughter. And she wants to thank you. I love this. She wants to thank you for in all the decisions that you make in regards to her son. She says that you are so conscientious to ask yourself, what would she do and what would she want? How would she be raising him? She says that sometimes you make the decision she knows you would want, that she would want instead of the one you would want, even though you guys would mostly do things the same way. She says you're still individuals and you have your differences. And she says that you always consider you're always holding space for her to be the mom. And so there are times where instead of making the choice you would make, you make the choice that you know she would make. And she wants to thank you for that. She says, thank you for holding that space for me in his life and keeping it there. Okay. I think that's absolutely amazing, Non. Um, she wants you to know that she's with you both all the time. That doesn't mean, and guys, when I say that, that means it doesn't mean like every second of every day they're hovering over you. This is for everyone. Kaweezy, this is for you as well. Davy Jones, this is for you as well. It doesn't mean they're hovering over you all the time. It means that they are there, and when you call to them and you speak to them, they can hear you and they respond. They always respond. It means that their presence is there. It means that they're outside of space and time, right? So you're handling things within a space and time aspect. But guys, I am trying to get to everybody. I know you're all out there begging, but I want to pause for a second and remind you, I can see your posts and I want to get to everyone. Okay, but I have to focus on the reading that I'm doing at the time. And it would be best if when you ask that you also are absorbing what I'm sharing from the person I'm reading for. Because even if you don't get called on today, these reminders are for you guys that may not get a personal reading today. They are for you so that you can be comforted until you get that reading. Okay. This is about empowering you guys. So just keep that in mind. Okay. Hi, Lois. Welcome. Um, so Non, she's proud of you. She's proud of both of you. You're doing an amazing job and she thanks you. And just know that she's always there present with you guys. Even though you can't sense her like she can sense you, she is present. And she is giving her love and her help and her support. And it does have an impact. And you do pick up on what she would want for him and her love and energy. And you are bringing it through as she would want you to. Okay. She also wants you to know, as I get ready to close this reading up, that she wants you to continue to trust yourself and know that when you as well get to the other side, you're going to understand why things happen the way that they did, in a way that words could never describe. You're going to understand for yourself. There is always a peace in knowing when we go to the other side, all those questions are answered. Okay. So just enjoy each precious moment you have and this charge that has been a blessing to be bestowed upon you for reasons that you don't right now understand. But know that you will have peace in knowing that. Okay. and she thanks you so very, very much. She says, all is well and everything is as it should be. All is well and everything is as it should be. Okay? Please know this. Non, I'm going to send you off with your daughter and know that she's also connecting and speaking to her son. Even if you guys aren't consciously aware of it, she's very present in his life. Okay? You're welcome. You're welcome so much. Okay. All right. I'm going to comment on two more things because I have to get off so someone else can get on because there are other people that have readings on here. And I don't want to run over my time because it screws everybody up. So I'm going to be quick. And then when I'm on next Wednesday, or if you guys find me on my psychic medium page, I will be on here later in the week, probably Friday. I'll get on here again after 5 p.m. my time, which is 10 p.m. if you're in the UK. I will do more readings. Or Saturday. It depends on if I have a snowstorm here or not. That'll tell me what night I have to be at the barn. And then I'll try to get to some of you that I did not get to today on Friday or Saturday. Okay, so just keep an eye out. I'll set it up here so you'll be able to see if it'll be up and coming. So obviously, it is a beautiful reading, Lisa. Thank you. I do want to say, just real quickly, Kawizi, you are getting dreams from your grandma, and I will try to get to you next time if you join in on me. What you need to do is, again, part of the message that always comes in for me for you is that you need to be learning to connect with them more because you have so many questions of your own for your loved ones on the other side. And you have way more questions and desire to connect than even all of us readers can keep up with. And I think that that's amazing. And I think it's an indicator that you need to start really strengthening your trust and your ability to connect. And so one of the things you should be doing is excuse me, is you can write, like, before you go to sleep, write on a piece of paper to your grandma questions that you might have for her. You might not wake up in the morning and remember, but she will come and answer them, and you'll start to have feelings and knowings of things. She is trying to get you to really pull your power. And I think I told you this a couple months ago. I think when I did a reading for you on here, pull your power into your center. You have a lot of your own personal power that your grandma is trying to get you to discover. And it's part of the evolution, not just for yourself, but for your family. Okay. This is a power you need to awaken within yourself. Oh, well, look at this. Haha. There you go. So where do you think that's coming from? This is the message that has been coming in for you for a while, is to wake up this power. We all have the ability of mediumship. Okay. Some of us waken up to it. Some of us have better access to it than others. Some of us, our souls are more experienced at it, but we all have the capacity to do it. Not everyone will. Not everyone will align to even be able to do it. But obviously, you're recognizing that that's a calling for you, and your grandma's helping you practice. So you need to jot down the experiences that you have and log them. It will help solidify them for you. You need to set intention. If there are things you want to ask her beforehand, you need to do that as well. And the more you start logging these dreams and interactions, the more you will start to remember them on their own, and the more powerful they're going to become. This is also going to help to build your confidence as well. Okay. So that is your message for today. Do that. And then we'll try to get to this more. Ascending Universal Butterfly says, appreciate the information. You're so welcome. I know I wanted to get to Davy Jones today as well. Let's see. Let's see here. I do understand the dreams. I see her, but I don't understand the dreams. I held her hand. I see that memory every night. And so the desire to understand is cognitive and egoic. And so you can have a knowing It can be in your emotional memory and your intuition without you necessarily having a cognitive understanding. And that's okay. You don't have to have a cognitive understanding of it yet. But this is one of the reasons why she wants you to start journaling. Okay. As you start journaling, you're going to start being able to learn and interpret, because the interpretation is part of the mediumship. And you have to start trusting yourself and your interpretation. And she's trying to help you with that. So as I leave you today and you go to journal and you write down like what you just shared with me here, for example, put in there and ask, she's holding, I remember holding her hand, and I see that in a memory every night. What does that mean? And then allow that answer to start to come to you. Okay. This is one of the things I teach my clients in the Awakening Your Intuition program, is how to build confidence and how to interpret what you're getting. Okay. So go ahead and do that. And what you'll start to see is you'll start to get intuitive answers, or you'll start to get answers in your dream. Guys, psychic medium stuff and intuition is all about the subtleties. It's about the subtleties becoming louder and you being able to interpret them. Okay. So what you have to start doing now, Kawezi, is the hard work, which is the practicing. And that's what she wants you to do. Okay. Cindy, peace be still. Welcome. Great to see you. Okay, you guys. Unfortunately, I would love to get to everyone. I could be on here all night doing that. Thank you so much. You spoil me. So I'll be here next Wednesday. Wonderful. My sincere apologies to all of you who did not get a reading today, but I trust and believe that Spirit guided me exactly to who needed a reading today. And hopefully you guys will like and follow me on my Psychic Medium page. Keep an eye out for read the post at the top. Listen to the post with me in the blue and pink plaid shirt where I'm telling you all about spirit guides. Start with that. If you want to be one of the 20 people in the February Meet Your Spirit Guides event, keep an eye out for that registration to make sure that you can join me for that. That's absolutely free. I have a free discovery call up there for people that are interested in joining my programs, or need guidance into where to go for further help. You can check all that out. And then every Wednesday I'm here. I'll be here a second day. And I'll also have lives on that page, my Psychic Medium page, starting in February. Okay. I'll see you guys in a couple days. And then next Wednesday, don't worry. Again, Veronica has the best readers I've ever met on here. So if you did not get a reading today, your perfect timing for your reading will be coming. Okay. Mwah. Take care, you guys. Have a beautiful rest of your morning, evening, or afternoon.